We are ready for baseball. Stepping in to hit first is Connor Hurt. He wears number 1. He's a right-handed hitter. He'll be playing in right field. And
here we go.
There we go. I had to switch with you for a minute.
Set to play some baseball here. USJ and Union City just underway. Count of 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. High chopper to third. Have to hurry and plenty of time to cut him down at first base. Nice play over at third by Cole Sammons. So 1 gone, nobody on base. Top of the first inning, Union City playing here at USJ. Hitting second and playing at second base for Union City is Searcy. Searcy has these tornadoes, a lot of these tornadoes, Coach, having great seasons. Union City enjoying a lot of success this year. First pitch, strike 1 called. Dawson Searcy, the 0-1, is downstairs.
They've got a great athletic program up there. They've got an indoor practice facility for football. Their baseball teams have been good for years.
Oh, absolutely.
And everybody knows about their football.
The 1-1. Caught the outside corner with a fastball. A ball and 2 strikes. On the mound today for the Bruins, Carter Craig. Big right-handed pitcher for Jack Peel's ball club. The 1-2. He struck him out. Got him to chase one out of the strike zone. So Craig retires the first 2 tornadoes, and 2 gone and nobody on base. The number 3 hitter, Will Hogan, will hit with 2 down and nobody on.
And Will having a good year, very versatile. He can run, he hits well. You have to hit well, and he can bunt a little bit too.
First pitch fouls it back and out of play. It's 0-1. Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway with you here at USJ. Cameron Greer producing and directing. Paul Schulze and Lawson Mann. You can watch the game at WNWS.com. And our thanks to Michael Osborne. The 0-1. Beautiful curveball called strike 2.
Had him frozen then, Dan, and he's got to protect the plate. Outfield pretty much straight away, although Kate Sammons is shading this hitter to right field a little bit.
The 0-2. Craig out of the windup, uncoils, fires, fouled back and out of play.
And both teams, of course, USJ's got the American flag on the back of their jerseys, and UC's got a Tennessee outline of the state of Tennessee, I believe, on the back of theirs.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Curve bounced over the mound. Fielded and deep short. On the move to his left and fires a strike to first base. Does Logan Antwine. And Union City, they go in order. First pitch, took it high, ball 1. Odo, the pitcher for Union City, is he got a strong right arm. That may be the understatement of the century.
Strong right-handed pitcher.
The 1-0 fouled back out of play. Want to say hello to Tot and Bill Bailey, the grandparents of Jacob Atkins. Jacob calls him Cha-Cha and Poppy. And she didn't tell me where they're listening to the game and are watching the game at WNWS.com. But they're out-of-towners, and text us, Tata and Poppy, and let us know where you're watching the game. Our Old Town Spaghetti Store text line, 277-5155, 731-277-5155. Text us and let us know where you're listening or watching the game tonight. Coach Joe and I, we're codependent. We want to know you out there with us. It's a ball and 2 strikes now on the Bruins leadoff man, Kate Sammons. The 1-2 is A curveball out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Of course, Jacob is senior, and I hope they were listening and watching because we went ahead and covered the senior recognition night tonight, and it was what a nice ceremony.
Oh, yes. Big moment in these young people's lives. 2-2. Popped it up. Foul territory, left field line. They give it a run over there, but not going to get it. The left fielder and the third baseman converge. A lot of room in foul territory here at USJ. Down both the left field and right field lines. A lot of room. And behind home plate, a lot of room. If the ball gets by the catcher, you can be guaranteed someone's going to move up 90 feet. And if they're on third base, they're going to score. It's a great baseball park here. 320 down the left field and the right field line. 340 in the power alleys and 355 straightaway center. The 2-2 fouled back, get out of play. We'll do it again.
And Dan, one of the best batters in high school baseball out there. You get a good look at the baseball coming from the pitcher because of the way it's done.
They thought of everything here. The 2-2 fouled back, out of play. Cade Sammons is giving Miles Odell, the pitcher for Union City, a devil of a time. Making him work. That's what a leadoff man's supposed to do.
He is. He's working him out.
2-2, swing and a miss, but the ball gets by the catcher. Cade sprinting down the first base line, but they throw him out. A nice play for the catcher. As Cade Sammons is fast. Austin Atwill, the catcher today for Union City, making a nice play. So Sammons strikes out swinging to lead off the game. That's Logan Entwine, the Bruins shortstop. Miles Odell, the pitcher for Union City, big right-hander. Entwine hits from the left side of the plate. First pitch swinging, bounded back to the screen. With a text here on the Old Town Spaghetti Store line asking who are the umpires tonight, and I don't know. Do you, Coach?
No, I'll have to have one of the home plate umpire turn around and he's got his mask on. I thought I recognized him, but I didn't at first.
The 0-1's downstairs. Ball and a strike. We'll find out who those umpires are, and we'll share that information with you. Here's the 1-1. It's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
Miles over 8 strikes and 11 pitches.
2-1 is out of the strike zone. 3 balls and a strike on Logan Entwine. The Bruins shortstop. Big crowd tonight here on a gorgeous late April Friday evening. The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Tuckett hit the outside corner. Everything's in full bloom, Coach. It's green, it's lush on this beautiful campus. University School of Jackson on McClellan Road. Here's a payoff pitch. Line foul. Hit off one of the Bruins standing outside the USJ dugout, and that's going to get a reprimand from the home plate umpires. The guys get behind it. Protective netting there on the dugouts.
Just a little far out, but it is a beautiful campus. Big projects going on.
Payoff foul, back it out of play. We got some trouble with our mixer, so we don't have our mic behind home plate, and it's driving me mad.
Oh, I miss it.
I love hearing that mid pop. Payoff pitch due again to Logan Entwine. Bottom of first inning, USJ. In Union City, curveball, it's chopped right into that Bruin dugout again, hit off the top of the dugout. Here at USJ, the dugouts are sunken. They're true dugouts. And above the Bruin dugouts along the third base line, there are 3 rows of chair back seating that hang out over the Bruins dugout. Here's the payoff. Chopper over the pitcher's head. This one's going to be fielded, but they will never get him. The second baseman fielded it. And essentially, it's shallow center field, so it's a base hit for Logan Antwine. He also worked Odom over pretty well, made him throw a lot of pitches, and he winds up on first base. That's the first base runner of the ball game. With one out, Antwine's down at first, and here's Cole Salmons playing third base today for the Bruins.
And he's been making good contact lately, a very versatile hitter with an open stance. And they must have thought USJ had something going then, because they chased the runner back to first.
First pitch swinging, popped it up down the first base line. That's going to make the seats out of play. Strike one.
Odell doesn't throw a lot of balls. He's 14 strikes, 19 pitches.
No balls and a strike on Cole Salmons. Logan Antwine singled, but one out. He's at first base. Hit hard. That's going to make it through into left field between short and third for a clean base hit. So the Bruins in business with back-to-back singles with one out in the bottom of the first inning. And now it's Taylor Howell, the Bruins catcher and slugger. He's been on fire as of late.
Well, he, of course, had the finishing hit that got the 10th run, or at least gave him the 10-run lead the other night. And I believe he was 3 for 3 the other night and tattooed a couple.
Ended up with 5 RBIs against Tipton Rosemark, who came in 28-4 on the season, and USJ run ruled him.
Yes, that's an event right there in itself. Now let's watch the young pitcher Miles Odell. He looks like he is a slide step guy holding runners on.
Working out of the stretch with Antwine on second. Salmons out at first. First pitch, fast strike call.
Interesting call. Give it another inch lower and I would have called it a worm killer. I'm hard. Coach Joe's never shy about his opinion. I respect that. The 0-1. Fouled it back now to play. So Odell quickly ahead 0-2 to Bruin slugger Taylor Howell. Dan, they either try to lock Taylor's hands up or they'll pitch him away, and more teams have started pitching him away when they've got 2 strikes on him.
Here's the 0-2. Just outside. Union City fans didn't agree with the call.
It's not where the catcher yanks the mitt back in, it's where it crosses the plate. Or does it cross the plate?
Fan is short for fanatic.
Amen.
The 1-2. Odell out of the stretch. Fires. Fly ball right field. This one slicing away from the right fielder on his horse. And he can't make the catch. That's going to get 1 run home. Rounding third. Sprinting home with the first run of the ball game is Logan Antwine. Winding up down at third base is Cole Salmons. Pulling up at second is Taylor Howell. That one kept carrying and carrying right along the right field line. And right fielder Hurt tried to run it down, and he got to it just in fair territory, but couldn't squeeze it, Coach. How you score that?
We're scoring that one a hit because it was tailing away. The young man made an excellent effort to even get his glove there, and could have made the play of the game early.
Now Tucker Smith, the right fielder. The Bruins on second and third. 1 run in here in the bottom of the first inning. And the catcher wants to talk with his pitcher, Austin Atwell. We'll go out and speak with Miles Odell.
And that saves the coach a trip and it's settling him because this young man's thrown well. He's just let a couple of things bother him here late. Tucker Smith, one of the other seniors, playing right field tonight. Good hitter, but he's had a great year as a pitcher too.
Yes, he has. 1-0 to Tucker Smith. His mom, Penny, over there with a grandson watching the game. Upstairs, ball 1.
And even though the mitt didn't pop then, that one had a little juice on it. That was a rising fastball.
2-0 to Tucker Smith. Yeah, it was a tough chance, the right fielder for Union City. 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. And this is almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the TRA game the other night. The opposing pitcher making some great pitches, but it's not showing because the Bruins with the lumber, coach, are just, they're so tough, this hitting lineup, and now they're going to issue an intentional pass to Tucker Smith after falling behind 3-0, load the bases, and try to force a double play to get out of this. And for Union City, their coaches, Cole McAdams, Stevie Gossett, Kobe Watts, and Jason Qualls. McAdams comes out and they have the infield conferencing on the mound.
Well, they decided how they're going to play it, and the USJ runners are tagging on a fly ball, running on a ground ball, obviously on the ground ball because of the force play. And this young man, he's a senior. Jacob Atkins can do some damage. We've seen him stroke a couple, and over at Jackson Christian, remember, he caused us to need a new baseball.
Yep. Jacob Atkins, the first baseman, with the bases full of Bruins, still only one out in the inning. Union City going to play a double play depth at short and second. First pitch to Atkins. Catches the inside corner, strike one called, and I'm not sure Jacob agreed with that.
He was up so close on the plate, and that's a good place to throw a left-handed hitter there, especially if they don't get their bat extended.
0-1. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt, knocked down by the catcher. He made a great play. He got away over down the first base side, but a nice play to keep Cole Salmons out at third base. After knocking that ball down, Austin Atwell pounced on it like a cat and kept Salmons out at third.
I wonder if he plays football. That was like a drill in football, man. He got over, blocked it, and then got over there and pounced on it.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. High and outside. 2 balls and a strike to Jacob Atkins, and no place to put him. The bases are loaded. 2 balls and a strike on Jacob Atkins. 1-0 Bruins, bottom of the first inning. Here's the 2-1. Strike called. Inside corner fastball right at the knees.
The great Ted Williams said left-handed hitters only hit between 190 and 200 on that pitch right there, Dan. And if anybody could hit that pitch, Ted Williams could.
Well, I loved it. When I hit from the left, I loved the low inside pitch. The 2-2. Curve, it hit him. That hit him, going to get a run home. So Atkins going to trot down to first base, pick up an RBI. Cole Salmons would trot home from third base, and the Bruins take a 2-0 lead. And I know that Tata and Poppy are happy. Jacob's okay. It was a glancing blow, and he's going to pick up an RBI. And now it's Nick Stamper with an opportunity with the bases full of Bruins. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. USJ leading Union City 2-0. First pitch to Stamper, way outside. Ball 1.
And remember, Nick dropped that safety squeeze the other night. He bunted it perfectly.
It was perfectly executed. You're so right, Coach. Is the 1-0. Fouled it back and out of play. Nick, only a freshman, getting more and more playing time. He's earning it. When you lay down a bunt like he did, that safety squeeze, Coach, he notices that.
Oh, yeah. Jack loves those fundamentals.
The 1-1 on its way. Lined on one hop to second base. It's too hot. Gets through into right field. 1 run scores. Rounding third, digging towards the plate is Smith. He'll score, and the Bruins take a 4-0 lead. So Stamper hit it hard right at the second baseman. I'm sure they'll have to rule that in error, but it was a tough chance at second base for Dawson Searcy, and he couldn't make the play. And now Rico Nicola.
Yeah, it's going to be E4 on that one.
So Nicola, he hits from the left side against the right-handed pitching Odell. Bruins with 4 runs in here in the first inning. And Runners under corners. Still only one out in this inning, and this is the 8th Bruin to bat here in the bottom of the first. Nicola, first pitch swinging, fouls it out of play over the Bruin dugout. 4 runs have scored here for USJ in the bottom of inning number 1 on 3 hits. It was a costly error. That could have been an easy double play had he fielded the ball. It was so sharply hit. He'd had plenty of time to turn that one, Coach.
He really would have. It bounced up just enough, and like you said, it was tattooed.
Yep. And it's more than it's kind of scooted instead of bouncing. He couldn't handle it. Just kind of almost like when you take a flat rock and skip it across the water. That ball was tattooed so hard.
Tough chance.
Seriously, just couldn't make it. Throw to first, back safely is Stamper. 2 balls and a strike. Rico Nicola, the Bruin left fielder. 2-1. Fouled it into the mitts. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Senior Jake Amos waiting on deck. He got the start tonight, playing second base.
Union City playing double play depth, Dan, as they try to keep the runner close. They want to turn to even the third baseman's playing at double play depth.
Odo chase Stamper back to first base. Nearly got it. Stamper back safely. Bruins on the corners. 1 out. 2-2 to Nicola. The 2-2 curveball. That'll run to count full, and Stamper with a heads-up play will take second base.
And that takes the double play away, and let's see how the Union City coach chooses to play it. He may give up the run for an out.
There's a curveball that fell off the table. Nicola showing discipline at the plate to take that. Stamper took second base. Line foul down the left field line. It was in the dirt, and the catcher made a nice play to knock it down, kept it in front of him. When he came up with it, his attention was on third base. Watching Atkins, and Stamper knew that, and he took off left first base and swiped second. Here's a payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground toward shortstop. That's going to get a run home. Over to first in time to retire Nicola. But Atkins will score, and the Bruins have a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the first.
And you're right, and a lot of teams do that. Union City evidently has enough confidence. They feel like they can come back from being 5 runs down.
Now it's Jake Amos, the senior, playing second base tonight. Nick Stamper moved over to third base. So 2 gone. This is the 9th batter of the inning to hit for USJ. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 outs now. And remember, this inning started with Salmons, the leadoff man, striking out, Coach.
That's right. Almost made it first, but a good peg by the catcher got him.
Was a nice play. 0-1 to Amos. 0-1. Third ball. Ooh. Just downstairs. According to Blue, that looked pretty tough.
Union City fans may have a right to moan on that one a little bit.
That's a great pitch.
It was a good pitch.
A lot of movements. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Hopped it up. Over towards first base. That's going to make the seats. A ball and 2 strikes on Jake Amos. Two outs. Stamper down at third base. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Jackson Generals opened up a 5-game series last night. Dollar night tonight. There's a 6:05 start. Tomorrow night, same thing, 6:05. 2-2. Upstairs, that'll run to count full. Amos showing discipline.
I know what tomorrow night is. It's almost like hump day. I can't do what the Camel does, but it's fireworks night.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Fireworks extravaganza. Payoff. Popped it back and out of play, and this is what we're talking about with this hitting lineup. Jake Amos is a reserve second baseman, hitting 9th in the lineup. and he's working over Odell. Pay off. Swinging a miss. He struck him out with a high hitter. Did Amos put up a fight? And the Bruins, a lot of damage in the bottom of the first. 5 runs scored.
And we are ready for the first pitch of the second inning. Outfield straight away. Carter Craig winds, fires, and that one is outside for ball 1. Union City went in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors in that first inning. And here in the top of the second, Atwell, a right-handed batter. Craig, second pitch, low and gets away. 2 balls, no strikes. And if you're watching at home, you can see the stance. They're interesting to watch. The infield at normal depth. 2 ball, no strike pitch. Driven to left field. Will it get to fence? It hits the fence. Atwell streaking for second base and pulls in with a stand-up double, and he got all of that. Austin Atwell. Austin Atwell gets the first hit for Union City, a big double, and he let that one have it. And eventually, and let's see if they sub the pinch runner, will be Wes Tillman if they have, and I believe they have. They sent Tillman to run for the catcher. No outs in the inning. Coming up for his first appearance, the pitcher, number 5, Miles Odell. Infield comes in to double play. Well, not to double play depth. They have shortened up. That's because of the runner at second, and they're going to play games down there. And that one a little high. Carter Craig only used 11 pitches in that first inning. That time his release point a little high. He's getting behind the hitters. You want to stay ahead of them. Let your fielders help you. Runner at second. 1 ball, no strike count on Miles Odell. Craig's got his sign coming to the plate, and that one is fouled off to the right, out of play. 10 pitches, 10 strikes in 15 pitches for Carter Craig. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Third baseman is deep, not expecting a bunt. Runner on second. Craig peers in, he's got his sign, the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball hit to the third baseman. Cole Salmon's up over to first, held the runner, so the runner stays at second. There's 1 out. Score that 5-3 in your scorebook for the first out. Atwell, or at least Tillman, running for Atwell, still at second. Of course, at first is Jacob Adkins, Jake Amos on second. Of course, Logan Antwine at short, and Cole Salmon's at third. And with 1 out, stepping in there, the left-handed hitting Dalton Bone, the first baseman, who's a very good glove man. Double check of the runner coming to the plate. Curve ball, stayed a little flat, and fouling it off was Dalton Bone. The Union City team attired in their traditional purple uniforms. Of course, USJ in the powder or light blue. Looked like the old Cardinal uniforms back in the 80s. The 0-1 pitch on the way, fouled off for strike 2. So no ball, 2 strike count on Dalton Bone. Here in the top of the second, you're listening to WNWS and News Talk 101.5. And of course, those of you that are listening on radio, if you want to watch the game, you can go to our website, WNWS.com. We are awaiting the 0-2 pitch. Craig goes into the stretch. The pitch on the way. Hit into left field. Will Nicola get it? Comes on, but he has to let it bounce in front of him. A hit, and his throw to third a little offline, and so there'll be runners at first and third as Dalton Bone has delivered for the Union City Tornadoes. First and third with 1 out, and that brings up Tyler Walton, the shortstop, wearing number 29. He is a right-handed hitter, and let's see what USJ does. They're going to play for the double play here. They're hoping to induce a ground ball. 2 hits in the inning. Short and second and third, all at double play depth. They're holding the runner on at first. Short lead as he tries to advance towards the cutout. Stretch, the pitch. Swinging strike one. Right, it probably would have been a strike over the outside corner anyway. So you got a no ball, 1 strike count, 1 out. Batter steps out, checks the series of signs given by his third base coach. Now we're ready for the 0-1 pitch. Craig's pitch, the runner's running, and it's a ball outside. They throw through, and the runner will score as that one had a tail on it and tailed away from the man covering, and Union City has put one on the board. Strong throw, but like I said, it tailed away from the fielder, and you've got a runner at second and a run in. So it's now a 5-1 ball game. University School of Jackson still in charge with the 5-1 lead. Your hitter is the right-handed hitting Tyler Walton, and Craig now has his signal. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the hitter calls time. You still got time to come out here. Wonderful night for baseball. As the sun is setting, a great field. Now the 1-1 pitch is ready. They check the runner coming to the plate. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And this inning, after having just an 11-pitch first inning, Carter Craig has fallen behind several of the batters. And that goes to hitter's advantage when that happens. 2 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out pitch from Craig coming. Swung on and fouled off. And if I told you I didn't flinch, I would be telling you a tale, because that one came just close enough to, you know, the screen's in front of you, but you don't trust it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tyler Walton at the plate going against Carter Craig. Catcher is Taylor Howell. Sign, the stretch, and the pitch. Hit on the ground, in the hole. Shortstop couldn't knock it down, and the second run streaking to the plate. The throw is over the head and hits off the screen, and the runner will go to second. So you got a base hit, and the runner advances on a throwing error. You got a single and a throwing error. And now, this is the reason I told you that Union City felt like they could come back even if they gave up. They wanted to get that run for an out. And that makes it 5-2 with the Union City Tornadoes still at bat. They've had 3 hits in this inning, a double and 2 singles. And Sam Theobald, the left fielder's up there. He's also a right-handed hitter, hits in the 8th spot. Craig checking the runner at second, comes to the plate, and that one's fouled off. And 18 strikes and 26 pitches for Craig, but getting behind on a couple of batters has gotten him in a little trouble, and then some timely hitting by the Union City Tornadoes. Carter Craig got what he wants, goes into the stretch, checks the runner, comes to the plate, curveball hit down the line but foul. Jacob Atkins was over there, but it was a foul ball. So it's 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Right fielder shading a couple of steps towards the line. Cade Salmon shading several steps towards right field. Left fielder straight away. Infield at normal depth. And the 0-2 pitch is on the way. It's low and outside, trying to tempt him, but a good eye by the hitter, Sam Theobald. He wears number 27. Just for a second, we had just a slight moment of quiet. We missed the field mic, but now the crowd back into it. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a chopper, and it will be foul. Cole Salmons fields it, but the umpire was right there on that line calling. Good job getting out of there. And you can tell good umpires when he jumped out there and got right on that line. He wasn't slow leaving out of there. So 1 ball, 2 strike pitch about to come, 1 out. The ball steps back into the box. And Craig into the stretch, checks the runner. Not a big lead, curveball, and that one was a little further outside than he wanted. They need to start the ball more inside. And, of course, if you're watching at home, yeah, we've got a dirty plate again. I'm going to buy some of these umpires a whisk broom and give it to them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second. Craig's got his sign from Taylor Howell. Checks the runner. Checks him a second time. Comes to the plate. Curveball swinging. That's the second strikeout. And that's a big out for the Bruins. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings the number 9 hitter, Kaylor Bobo, the center fielder, up to bat. Runner at second, of course, will be running with the pitch. 5-2. USJ leads. Both teams with 3 hits. Both teams with 1 error apiece. Here's the pitch. It's high. Bobo wanted, but it showed good restraint. Coach reminded him that's high, and he held on. Oh, we like those high ones. I used to like them too, and everybody does. Sometimes it's better to wait because that rising fastball is trouble. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. A runner at second. Craig checks him, comes to the plate. That one is a swinging strike. Would have been a strike anyway, but a swinging strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 runs in for the Tornadoes. Outfield pretty well straight away this time. Infield wants to knock it down at least if they can't throw the man out at first. The 1-1 pitch, swinging strike, and it's foul tipped. Umpire quick, I like that. Quick on the call, did a good job. And of course, both teams, when a ball gets away to speed things up, your on-deck batter or somebody from the dugout will help and get the balls because you don't want them. We remember what happened at the state tournament last year when the ball guy got in the way of a play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Right on there. Yes, you knew it. It got the black part of the plate. And so the out, but 2 runs and 3 hits, 1 error. And the score at the end of 1 1/2 inning of play is the USJ Bruins 5 and the Union City Tornadoes 2. He leads it off. He's the leadoff man, the Ole Miss signee. He'll be followed by Logan Antwine, the shortstop. And the first pitch, they said that one was a ball. That is Miles Odell's 50th pitch. He's thrown 30 strikes. It's a lot of pitches, 121's all you're allowed in a contest in high school. The 1 ball, no strike pitch on the way, and it is low and away. Cole Salmons, since he's come back, he really created havoc the other night against Tipton Rosemark. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Popped up out in center field. It's deep and high. Major league fly ball going back in it. The outfielder loses it. He may have lost it looking up in the light because that one got above the light line. And it'll be interesting to see, is it going to be scored as a hit or a 2-base error? I'm going to give him a hit on that one, but I'm not the official scorer. So a runner at second and no outs. And advancing to the plate, Logan Antwine, who had a single and scored the last time up. And the official score's debating it like I am. That was tough, and the young man lost it in the lights. And we'll see what happens with that. And it is a hit. I agree. So we've got a double and a runner at second. Logan Antwine can make things happen from that left side of the plate, Dan. And a strike right down low at those knees.
Make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
Logan can. 5-2. Bottom of the second inning. USJ with the advantage. The Bruins, nobody out. They got a man down at second base. Take a look back there. Nothing happening. Cade Salmons down at second. I got in a conversation with the ladies running the concession stand. Nice ladies over there. And they got some great, got hamburgers and nachos with jalapeno peppers on them. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
0-1's out of the strike zone. A ball and a strike.
Hot dogs, and they have Polish sausage too.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah, and I think they have a cheese tray or a meat and cheese tray that you can get.
Wonder if they have waiter. They could bring it right over to the table. 1-1. Lined foul out of play down the left field line.
Well, do I send them a rate sheet for the plugs we gave them?
Yeah, let's do that, Coach.
Okay.
Coach, I like your style. I really do.
Thank you, sir.
Always thinking.
Working with the master here.
Coach is always angling. I love that. Ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Hit hard. That's a base hit into left field. Rounding third, digging towards home. We may have a play at the plate. No, we won't. They cut it off. And trotting home with a 6-run of the ball game for the Bruins, Cade Sandwich, as USJ takes a 6-2 lead. That's a great job of hitting by Logan Antoine. He went the opposite way with it, lined it between short and third, in the left for a base hit. And now it's Cole Sandwich with Antoine down at first base. Nobody out here at the bottom of inning number 2. The Bruins put 5 on the board in the first. Union City 2 in the second. And the Bruins with another run here in the bottom of the second. It's 6-2 Bruins. USJ's out hit Union City 5-3. Both teams have made one error. First pitch to Cole Sandwich is fouled, backing out of play. It's 0-1. There goes the runner. There goes catcher's gonna throw from his knees, and he nearly got him sliding in there safe. Oh boy, yeah, may have hurt himself.
And that slide was not smooth.
No, that's Logan Antoine, who's played great this season out at shortstop, and that was not a good slide. He slid way too late, and when you do that, your momentum, and he jammed his left leg into the bag, and Coach Jack Peel was going to go out and check on him. Logan says, I'm okay.
He's a tough young man. Those Hollywood bases have no give. There's a metal shaft in concrete down in the ground, and they stick the shaft down into the entrance, and they don't move.
Lined in the left field. Right after left fielder is going to make the catch. Sandwich hit him. Bullets hit it hard, but right at the left fielder, who puts it away for out number 1. Playing left field out there. He just stood right in his tracks, did Sam Theobald. So 1 down, and here's Taylor Howell, the Bruin catcher, who's headed to Memphis, University of Memphis, to play his college baseball. That makes Coach happy.
Go Tigers go, and Taylor Howell had a big double, and he scored last inning.
Taylor been knocking the cover off the baseball. Curveball hit on the hard into center field. That gets through for a base hit. Rounding third. Coming home is Antoine, and he's limping noticeably. He scores from second base on a single to center by Taylor Howell. Howell takes second base on the throw, and the Bruins have a 7-2 lead. And the coach, I'm worried about Logan. He was noticeably limping as he scored the Bruins' 7th run.
I am too, because he is such an important cog. He fills a huge area there at shortstop, and his bat is so effective too.
That's Tucker Smith. Bunts it down to third base side. Going to force the third baseman to field it, and he's not even going to have a play. A beautiful bunt. Just kind of bunted it right past the pitcher and forced the third baseman, who was playing deep, to make the play. And there was no play to be had as Howell takes third base. And the Bruins are back in business with 1 out in the bottom of the second, and runners on the corners, and that's going to be all for Odell. We'll have a pitching change, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds as the Bruins have opened up a 7-2 lead on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com. The Bruins on the corners. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. USA 5 in the first 2 so far here in the bottom of the second. Lefty on lefty. First pitch, strike 1. Jacob Atkins, his grandparents, listening or watching the game down in Jackson, Mississippi. Tot and Bill Bailey. Tata and Poppy. 0-1 to Atkins. Oh, they got the runner picked off. Got him in a rundown between second and first base. Here comes Howell. Howell's going to score. It's a great job, and this is a learning tool for your youngsters out there. Now, Tucker Smith, he got caught leaning. He was going to steal, and a nice job by the pitcher, Jackson Moran, to get him. But Tucker Smith stayed at a rundown long enough that the runner at third base, Taylor Howe, scored. So if you're going to get in a rundown, you better make something happen, and Tucker did. And the Bruins take an 8-2 lead.
They did, Dan. We'll tell you more about that in a minute.
The 0-1 outside with a curveball.
What you do, you get picked off, you're leaning that far. There's no use trying to return to first base because all you're going to, you run,
right.
You make the guy throw. He probably should have run at him more. Then you hold that run down, and boy, what a sneaky job by Taylor Howell up that line.
He did. He snuck off. Bouncing ball between first and second. That gets through into right field for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit by Jacob Atkins. And I know that Tata and Poppy are glad to see that in Jackson, Mississippi. And now it's Nick Stamper, the freshman. 2 outs, and Atkins down at first base.
And Nick got on base, but it was with an error back in the first inning. He's got a chance here to do some damage.
It's Nick Stamper, right-handed hitter, against a left-handed Moran. There goes the runner. Inside, they won't even throw it. He stole that on the pitcher. Jacob Atkins swiping second base. So Stamper now with a chance in an RBI situation with 2 outs. And Atkins down at second base. 3 runs have scored here in the bottom of the second. The Bruins with 5 in the first. 8 runs. They lead 8-2 over Union City. Moran out of the stretch, the 1-0. Popped him up. Over towards first base. Second baseman drifts over. He calls it and makes the catch. It's Connor Hertz.
And he's 0 for 1. Dan grounded to the third baseman. Cole Salmon's back in the first.
Top of the lineup here for Union City in the third inning. The 0-1 curve, called strike 2.
Yeah, that one kind of fell off the table. Your old school, my one trailing TCA 7-5 in the top of the 5th.
It's 2 good baseball teams get it on tonight. The 0-2 curve, line right at the shortstop. There's a man out there. It's shortstop Logan Antoine, who limped a little bit after sliding into second base on a steal. Looks like he's fine now. Here's second baseman Dawson Searcy. We're due a station ID 0108. 0108 to our stations down the line. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Carter Craig pitching a good game tonight. He's given up 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error. 1 error tonight by the Bruins, 1 for Union City. The 0-1, Craig rocks, fires, line drive into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Sammons will hold Searcy to a single. Now it's Will Hogan, the first 2 hitters, getting good wood on the baseball. Will Hogan, the third baseman for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, 0 for 1, but hit the ball hard to shortstop Logan Antoine, and our Canadian stations need to get that same ID.
That's right. Same thing in Canada. 0108 and west of the Rockies. 0108 is due up. We'll cue you on that in a moment. Fastball caught the outside corner. Strike 1.
Here we go, Will.
No balls and a strike on Will Hogan. The 0-1 is swing and a miss. He got a piece of it right into the mid of Taylor Howe. 0-2 on Will Hogan.
Hogan going for the downs on that one. Dan, I'm like you. I missed that field, Michael. We had some people clapping, trying to get a little rally going, and you don't get to hear that.
I missed that mid popping. The 0-2 just off the plate with a curveball. A ball and 2 strikes.
What is it? Euchre said just a little bit outside.
Just a bit outside. The 1-2. Craig out of the stretch. Fastball popped him up. That one's going to drift into shallow right field. Out goes the second baseman. On comes the right fielder Smith to make the catch. So 2 gone in the top of the 3rd inning. And Dawson still down at first base. This brings up the cleanup hitter, Austin Atwell,
who had a double in his first plate appearance, and he hit that one hard. Did you see Tucker Smith take charge out there? He let the second baseman and everybody know, I'm coming on, I can see it, I got it.
That can be risky if somebody doesn't take charge. First pitch, curveball, ball 1. The Generals hosting Pensacola tonight. The Generals beating up on Pensacola 9-4, top of the 6th inning. Ballpark in Jackson. Pensacola in first place, got the best record in the Southern League. 15-6. They beat the Generals last night in extra innings. 1-0, called strike 1. With that loss to Pensacola last night, knocked the Generals out of first place. Montgomery 12-8, Jackson 11-8, so the Generals only a half game back. Fireworks tomorrow night at the ballpark. There goes the runner. He's going to swipe second. That ball was in the dirt. There will not be a throw. So Searcy moves down to second base to give Austin Atwell a chance at an RBI with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. The Bruins lead Union City 8-2. Union City 20-6 on the season.
Good ball club, good fundamentally sound club.
USJ 19-8. Outside ball 1.
And that's Carter Craig's 47th pitch, 33 of them for strikes.
King Jewelers bringing you USJ Bruin baseball. Mother's Day's creeping up on us. Still got time, though, to have Grover and King create a unique piece for Mom. She'll cherish it, too. 3-1. Fly ball. Left center field, this shallow on the move. They're not going to get it. It's going to hit out in left center. That's going to get a run home. Rounding third and scoring is Dawson. Searcy will score, and pulling up at first base is Austin Atwell. That was weird. I really thought that Salmons was going to catch that, but I think he may have misjudged it.
I'm not sure, Dan. We'll have to score that one a hit, and the official score just agreed with me. Good effort to get there, but something went wrong, and I'm like you. Maybe it was a misjudge. Still a base hit, and that makes Atwell 2 for 2 tonight.
Here's Miles Odell with 2 outs, and Atwell down at first base. 8-3 now. Bruins with a 5-run lead. First pitch swinging, hammered down the third base line. That's trouble. That's going to roll all the way in the corner. Rounding second, cruising into third. They'll hold him there. The courtesy runner. That's Wes Tillman. And pulling up in second base with a double is Miles Odell. He ripped that one down the third base line. So Union City now in business with 2 outs and runners on second and third. And here's the new pitcher, Jackson Moran. He could really help himself here.
And he's a left-handed hitter, so that gives him some advantage there.
Hop to behind home plate, now to play.
And Union City can score some runs, too. This could be a high-scoring ball game before it's over with.
But just in the top of the third inning, 11 runs have scored so far. 8 of those 11 belong to USJ. 8-3 Bruins. A base hit here would really change things. Runners on second and third with 2 outs for Union City. Top of the third inning. Moran with a bat in his hand. The ball and a strike. The 1-1. Bouncing ball towards second. That's fielded cleanly on to first in time to retire this side. Rico Nicola leading off the bottom of the third for the Bruins. USJ's left fielder. First pitch is high, ball one.
And Rico grounded out his first time up, hitting against a left-handed pitcher this time.
Moran, big left-hander. 2-0. This game brought to you in part by King Jewelers. 16B Conrad Drive. 2-0. Outside 3-0. Grover King, he's a master jeweler, been doing it for 30 some odd years, can create a unique piece for mom. I'm telling you, free gift wrapping. 16B Conrad Drive, Mother's Day headquarters, USA. King Jewelers. King Jewelers, Jackson.com. 3 O's, a strike, 3 balls, and a strike on Rico Nicola. 3-1. Fouled out of play over to Bruins dugouts, into the seats, and a run to count full.
Dan, you're going to go get Grover to do something, make you something for your wonderful mom. She deserves something from Grover.
Oh, absolutely I am, Coach. And she'll remember it always. Payoff. Line right at the shortstop, who puts it away. Ground number 1. Hit it right at Tyler Walton. He makes the play. Now it's second baseman Jake Amos, who's played well tonight. He got the starts for Walker Moore because it's senior night. Walker's been playing some great baseball. Jake certainly has played well tonight for the Bruins. He hits 9th in the lineup. Third time through for this Bruin lineup. First pitch swinging, popped it up behind home plate. That one's going to stay in play, but it's not going to catch it. The catcher overran it, and I think because there's so much foul territory behind home plate, he ran to the screen, and then it landed right behind him.
And Dan, once you find it, you got to get rid of your mask too. Believe it or not, that holding on to your mask that long can interfere with you catching the baseball.
Got to toss it to the side, don't you?
Yep.
The 0-1 to Amos in the dirt. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. This game brought to you in part by Hardy, Martin and Owens. Attorneys at Law, 234-2400. First consultation absolutely free. Hardy, Martin and Owens. Attorneys at Law. 1-1's out of the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike on Jake Amos. Getting cool out here this evening. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3 balls and a strike.
Jake has worked him well. Of course, Jake wearing a great number worn by DiMaggio, Bench, and Coach Holloway. No. Yes, I wore 5.
But you had engine number 5.
Yes.
3-1. Downstairs, walked it. So Amos will reach. And we go back to the top of the Bruins lineup. Cade Salmons. Bruins center fielder.
1 for 2 today. Had that big double and scored in the second.
Courtesy runner coming in for Amos.
And that is Walker Moore, Dan.
Walker Moore said may be it for Amos tonight. Cade Salmons, a Bruins center fielder, got him back Tuesday, and he came back with a bang, didn't he?
He sure did. He's been hotter than a $2 pistol.
1 out. Moore down at first base. Chase him back to first. Does Moran, the pitcher, big left-hander. Odell started the game. Lasted just a little over 2 innings. But the Bruins ran him.
Threw a lot of pitches.
Over to first. He threw it away. Moore's going to take second base. He just threw it in the dirt. Moore's going to round second. He's headed to third base. Here's the throw. Moore is safe at third base. So Walker Moore induced 2 throws by Moran. Moran didn't like how big a lead Moore was getting. And that second throw over was in the dirt, and Moore moves from first to third base on the errant throw.
Would have been a score, but Sam Theobald, he got over and backed it up. Hats off to that young man.
Ball outside to Cade Sammons.
I like good baseball. And you can tell that's a well-coached team to do
you
that.
just see that camera work on the play at third base by Walker. They were right on it.
Major League.
Paul Schulze, Lawson, man, great work, guys. Hammered, right center field. This one carrying out near the warning track. Got room out there to make the catch, and they do. But it's going to get a run home. A sacrifice fly as Walker Moore scores the 9th one of the ball game for the Bruins. So give an RBI to Cade Sammons on the sac fly, and USJ takes a 9-3 lead.
Well, that gets that run back that was given up a while ago.
Now it's Logan Antwine, Bruins shortstop. Base is clear. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third. USJ with a 5-run lead, or make it a 6-run lead. Ooh, strike one. Inside corner, I guess.
Very interesting. Hey,
Very
Logan
interesting.
Antwine, 2
Very
for 2 and
interesting,
2 runs scored. You very interesting.
Very interesting. Coach and I will be at Grubb's Grocery tomorrow with a Budweiser Sports Zone. Here's the 0-1. Or a ball outside. It's Earth Day tomorrow. They're going to have all kind of new items they're going to premiere tomorrow at Grubb's Grocery. All kind of samples. Giving away a lot of great prizes at Grubb's Grocery tomorrow. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Well, I just love when we go down there,
Oh,
Coach.
I love it. And there's so many healthy things there, good things. Hey, you can even get cat and dog food that's good for your cat and dog there.
CBD oil, even for your pets. Popped it up. That's going to make the seats down the first base line. Out of play.
And you will meet one of the most charming ladies with enthusiasm that you've ever been around. I love it when she's on the show with you and Bass.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yes.
Laura Lehman. Laura from Grubbs. And if you've never met her husband, Dave, he works there as well. You'll love him. He's a lucky man.
He is. He's
Lucky
blessed.
man. The 1-2 on its way. Good piece of hitting to stay alive. Fouled it down the left field line, out of play. Did Logan Antwine.
And this is a young man that spent some time out of baseball before coming back. And what a year he's had.
Garrett Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, bringing you USJ Bruin baseball. Those are the people I trust with my units. 50 years in business. Upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Charlie Garrett and all those great folks. When summer comes and here it's on its way, make sure you stay cool with Garrett's, offering any AC service that you need. They repair, they service, or install your units. Hit hard, right back to the pitcher. Nice play by Moran. He wheels and throws to first base to retire. Antwine and the Bruins, but another run has crossed home plate, and after 3, the Bruins have a 9-3 lead on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Union City. Tyler Walton leading off, the shortstop, followed by Thibault and Bobo. As Union City got to make up 6 runs, and they're running out of outs to do so. First pitch by Carter Craig, strike 1 called.
And Walton 1 for 1 at the plate.
My name's Dan Rees, along with Coach Joe Holloway. The 0-1 lined in the left center field. That's going to be a base hit to start things here in the 4th inning. Sharp single off the bat of Walton, and now it's Sam Thibault. Thibault plays left field for Union City. Was talking about Garrett's Plumbing, Heating, and of most importance this time of year, getting your air conditioning unit ready to go. They can install a unit. They use the latest technology, and there's a tremendous offer for you right now that you should take advantage of. The Garrett's is offering, and ball at a strike. It's the Carrier Cool Cash. Rebates up to $1,650. You've got until June the 30th, so make a move on it. Then get your financing as well out at Garrett's. Wonderful people. Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Foul back to the screen, a ball and 2 strikes.
Way to work ahead.
Heating installation, heating repair, heating service, air conditioning installation, repair and air conditioning service. Commercial, residential, they do it all. Popped him up, shallow center field. On comes Salmons. He'll call off Moore and make the play for out number 1. Well, the Garrett's it's 668-3339, 668-3339. The website, garrettsplumbing.com. Wonderful Americans, aren't they, Coach?
They really are, and I'll remind people, heat is coming. Get that air conditioner checked. If it needs a slight tune-up or Freon, they can take care of it.
Here's Kaylor Bobo. 1 out. And a runner on first base. It's Walton. He singled to start the inning. With the top of the 4th inning, the Bruins with a 9-3 advantage. Big crowd here on the campus of the University School of Jackson. Those bleachers filled out behind left center field. Bunt, beauty, down third base line. They'll have to hurry to have a play at first base, and not in time. Well done by Bobo. Beautiful execution. Base hit all the way. Bunt single. And the Tornadoes are in business with 1 out and the top of the 4th. With Tornadoes on first and seconded, we go back to the top of the lineup. Connor Hurts.
He's 0 for 2, Dan, but this is a very capable hitter, and he hit a screaming liner to short his last time up.
9-3 Bruins. Carter Craig has pitched well tonight. He's given up 8 hits, scattered them. And 3 runs. Throw to first, back safely is Bobo. That looked like a strike to me, but I didn't see a call by the home plate umpire. Called it a ball.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll defer to Colonel Klink and Schultz.
Boy.
Oh, well.
1-0 to Hurts. Craig steps off the rubber. Wants his catcher to go through the signals one more time. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 1-0, strike 1. Fastball, he took it.
Infield's at double play, Dan depth, and I tell you what, interesting.
Ball and a strike on Connor Hurts. Carter Craig out of the stretch. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. Hey, Coach, Rock and Dope Pizza, man, you know, we leave grubs. We need to go over there because brunch is served tomorrow till 1 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Boy, son. Rock and Dope Pizza, downtown Jackson, the Jackson Walk brunch. Outside 2 and 2. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and 10 to 1 on Sunday for brunch. And let me tell you what's on that brunch menu, because it's the best brunch I've ever had. That may sound weird for a pizza place, but they're a lot more than just a pizza.
Oh, Lord,
Okay.
yes.
The 2-2. Upstairs, runs it full. The brunch pizzas, the eggs Florentine pizza, hollandaise sauce, spinach, mushrooms, mozzarella, cheddar, and 3 over easy eggs. Oh, I love it. Have that tomorrow. You can thank Coach and I later. Payoff pitch. Line, foul, and out of play down the right field line. Here's what I have the eggs Florentine. Get you some beignets. That's fried dough with icing and powdered sugar. They're so good. And the best Belgian waffles I've ever had are at Rock and Dough Pizza. Coach, I tell you, that's a wonderful restaurant in downtown Jackson.
It is, and you can go to Grubs and go right over there.
Payoff. Lined, center field, Salmons. There, makes the play. For out number 2. Another Ball hit on the nose, but right at a Bruin. So that's 2 outs. With Tornadoes on first and second, it'll be up to Dawson Searcy if Union City's going to cut into the Bruin lead in the 4th inning. It's 9-3 USJ.
Cersei 1 for 2, and that's the proper way if you're watching at home. Kate Salmons threw it low enough the cutoff man could cut it off, and that's how you save bases, Dan.
Jack Peel's team's trademark is fundamentals. Fundamentals, fundamentals. Craig out of the stretch. Fires upstairs, ball 1. Jackson Generals playing at the ballpark tonight against Pensacola. 9-5 Generals. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-0. Strike 1 called. Carter Craig. He scattered 8 hits, giving up only 3 runs. The Bruins have 8 runs, or making 9 runs for USJ on 8 hits. Both teams have committed an error. Top of the 4th inning, 9-3 Bruins. The 1-1 on its way. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Tomorrow night at the ballpark, fireworks extravaganza. Coach, first pitch tomorrow night, 6:05. Sunday at 2:05, and then a day game on Monday to wrap up the 5-game homestand. 2-1. Popped him up. This one going to stay in play over at first base. Is Atkins makes the catch behind the bag into foul territory. So Union City unable to get a run home. They had 2 hits in the inning and left 2 aboard. We move to the bottom of the 4th. District headlined in the center field, a leadoff single by Cole Salmons, and the Bruins in business here in the bottom of the 4th, and it's Taylor Howell, the cleanup hitter. Lost 5-2 to Robert E. Lee Academy, but Rosemark beat them 10-2. That's been their biggest loss of the year, but the Bruins have a 9-3 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. Union City coming in on a 5-game win streak where they've been dominant. Beat Jackson Christian 4-2. Swept a doubleheader from Greenfield by the identical score of 10-0. Line left center field. This one's way back there at the track, at the wall, looking up, and this ball is gone. It's a home run. Taylor Howell, and he got all of that one. That was a tape measure shot to left center field, and the Bruins take an 11-3 lead.
A got it all, and Mr. Wilson, we need a new baseball.
That was a no-doubter.
Yeah.
No win to aid that, and no win needed. That's Tucker Smith. As USJ's opened up an 11-3 lead in the bottom of the 4th, and 5-run first, 3-run second, 1 run in the 3rd, and another crooked number here in the 4th inning. 11 runs for the Bruins. Smith takes a curve called strike 1. Coach, I don't think you would disagree. USJ's playing their best baseball of the season.
They have gotten hot at the right time, and you want to go into tournament.
Outside, a ball and a strike. Yeah, you want to go into the postseason playing your best baseball with a lot of confidence, and this team is very confident. They don't have a Ryan Rollison on the staff this year, but they've got multiple very skilled pitchers. Fouled out of play over the Union City dugout down the first base side. And don't have the, well, you got Taylor Howell, who's headed to University of Memphis. You got Kate Salmons, who's headed to Ole Miss. They don't have the big names other than that. They may be no name, but coach, they're very, very good. Tucker Smith goes down swinging. I say no name, but that's really not a good description. They're better than advertised. I should say that. Jacob Atkins, the first baseman, now will hit. One out, nobody on base after the Taylor Howell 2-run blast. Ball one.
And he's officially 1 for 1. He got hit with a pitch back in the first inning. We don't have Eli Browse, remember, was a Mr. Baseball candidate.
Yep. 1-0. Slow roller towards second base. First baseman going to field it. They're going to have to hurry, and they do. A nice play by the first baseman. Hit by the pitcher, Jackson Moran, to get over there. First baseman, he's centered way off to his right towards second base to hit Bone to make that play. Now it's Nick Stamper with 2 outs and the bases clear. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 runs in. It's 11-3 Bruins. Moran out of the stretch. Got between the wickets to the screen. Ball one. Moran, no matter the situation, works out of the stretch.
And he's thrown 18 strikes and 34 pitches.
1-0. Checked his swing, but it called strike one. Good curveball.
It was. Nick's 0 for 2. He was on by error in the first inning and popped out to second.
Union City swept a doubleheader this year from Gleason. They outscored Gleason in that doubleheader 49-1.
Wow.
They won the first game 30-0, the second game 19-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The deuce is wild in the bottom of the 4th. Nick Stamper, freshman, designated hitter, son of Nick Stamper, senior, associate athletic director here at USJ. The trainer who's made a big difference with this team, with these sports teams here. The Steelers select wide receiver Deontay Johnson. What hit him? Stamper's going to get first base. Toledo wide receiver Deontay Johnson is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. He had 761 yards, receiving at 8 TDs. Rico Nicola will hit with 2 outs. The bottom of the 4th inning is Stamper down at first base. That was pick number 66 in the NFL draft in Nashville in the 3rd round tonight. Fouled off his leg at home plate.
We have a little disagreement of opinions here. Maybe we should recite some Shakespeare. Doth the ball hitteth the batter.
It's Shakespeare. Cole McAdams arguing that it happened to the defensive home plate umpire right in front of coach, and I'd hit him. At least I thought it. Did you think so?
It did. It hit him.
That's what's true. You got to pick your battles. That wasn't really one to have. Maybe McAdams probably frustrated tonight. His team not accustomed to being on the wrong end of a blowout, and they have been tonight. It's 11-3 Bruins. Stamper getting the attention of Moran. He stays at first. Curveball called strike 2. Beautiful curve.
It was a beautiful curve, and a former UT player that finished at Baylor, Jalen Hurd, was just drafted by the San Francisco 49ers.
How about that? Wow. Boy, his career took a turn, didn't it? Here's the 0-2. It's high. Ball and 2 strikes. Curveball upstairs.
I hope he knows what he was doing going to wide receiver. He was pretty good at Baylor, but NFL's a little different.
I hate to say it. I think he made a wise decision. He's so tall. 1-2. Outside 2-2. Home Medical Products. That's where you get your CPAP supplies. Great company. Kevin Atkins, David Steele, Michael Pritchard, Chastity Eden, wonderful local people. The display at the plate is taken for ball 3, so the counts run full. Rico Nicola with a productive at bat. CPAP Supply. To reorder your CPAP supplies, call 506-1033. 506-1033. Home Medical Products, the best of the business. HMPinc.net. Patients, it's your choice. That's who you use. Payoff. Hit hard on the ground between second and first. That gets through for a base hit into right field. Stamper around second. He cruises into third. And pulling up at first base with a 2-out single is Rico Nicola. Lee Sy scored that. Coach, you a little tougher than I am.
I'm going to give it a hit, too, and I believe I just got word from the official score. He agrees with you and I, Dan, and that's good that he did, because if he didn't, we were going to score it that way anyway.
Well, and it was a great effort at second base. He got over it, made a sliding effort. Did Searcy, but that was destined for right field. A base hit. Here's Walker Moore. His first at bat of the ball game. The Bruins second baseman, only a sophomore. He's enjoyed a great season. Jake Amos got the start tonight at second base. So here on senior night, class act by always classy Jack Peel.
Of course, people want to know what the catcher's doing. He was signaling coverage and how they're going to play this.
Outside ball 1. Nearly got away from the catcher. That would have certainly played it. Nick Stamper, and if the Bruins scored 2 more runs this inning, all they'd have to do to run Rural Union City is hold them scoreless. Next inning, here's the 1-0. In the dirt again. Another nice play by the catcher. He's played well tonight behind home plate. Austin Atwell.
I have a feeling one of the runners missed a sign on the previous pitch.
2-0 pitch on its way. Hammered. Oh, and a nice play at third. He caught the line drive just off the dirt. That was destined for the left field corner. Nice play at third base.
Hogan is 0 for 2 on the night, looking for his first hit. Of course, on the mound for USJ, Carter Craig with his first pitch. That was outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Craig has thrown 72 pitches tonight, 49 of them for strikes. And he's been given an 8-run lead by his teammates. 1-0 pitch on the way, and it evens the count at 1-1. Infield at normal depth, right field a step or 2 back deep in left field. And Cade Salmon straight away in center in a step or 2 with his speed, but the 1-1 pitch on the way, and it's strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are no outs in the inning, and the leadoff man, Will Hogan, who started the game at third base, he's now playing first. He's hit the ball. And the pitch on the way and fouled off, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Craig still doing well in the pitch count. We're in the top of the 5th with USJ leading 11-3. And the 1-2 pitch is on the way. Curveball. And the fans from USJ groan this time at just a bit outside, Bob Euchre would say. You've all seen Major League. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Craig's 2-2 pitch on the way, fouled off. That one was a rising fastball coming in on the fist. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. Coach encouraging, the Union City coach encourages his hitter to get that bat head out there in front. Wind up in the 2-2 pitch on the way, right down Main Street. This one's hit. It's going. It's a long ball. It's going. It's going. It is gone. Home run for Will Hogan. And he got all of that. That one kind of took off like it was in the old launching pad. And that makes this game score 11-4. USJ still ahead, but a big home run, a solo home run, and Mr. Wilson, give us that new baseball. That brings up Austin Atwell, who's done a great job catching. He's had a double and a single tonight, 2 for 2. 7-run lead now. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Union City. 11 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Bruins. And Carter Craig's task is to refocus on the plate. That run is nice, but you still got a 7-run lead. You work on getting people out. So Austin Atwell, the right-handed hitter, and that one outside. Ball 1. Good crowd on hand tonight. It's gotten a little chilly. Started out very warm. 1 ball, no strike pitch from Carter Craig on the way. And that one he's holding on to it a little long and on the follow through. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Let's see if they give probably this hitter, Austin Atwell, the cleanup man. He'll probably have the green light if he sees something he likes. Here's that 2-0 pitch, and he wasn't biting it. It's 3-0. And again, this is hitter's choice. Some people will be given the take sign. Some teams have an automatic 3-0 take. But Austin Atwell, I believe, but it'll have to be a strike, and it'll have to be a pitch that he wants. The 3-0 pitch on the way right down Main Street, and he was taking. 3-1 the count. Carter Craig on the mound. Adkins at first. Walker Moore in at second. Antoine at short. Cole Salmons at third. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Atwell thought it might have been a ball, took a step towards first, but 3-2 pitch. This would be a good comeback for Craig. Atwell wants to make something happen. Here's the pitch, hit on the ground, big high chopper to Cole Salmons. Salmons takes the crow hop, guns it to first, and gets his man. So after the home run to Will Hogan, Austin Atwell grounds to third on a high Baltimore chop type of play for the first out, and that brings up Miles Odell, who started the game at pitcher. He's now in the field at third base. He's 1 for 2. He had a big double the last time, but was left stranded at second base. So with 1 out, first pitch to Odell, and the curveball breaks back in there. It looked like it was going to be a ball and took that little sharp break. So a 1-strike pitch with 1 out. Craig's got what he wants, comes to the plate, and that one is tattooed. Salmons has got to get back, and he fields it about 10 feet from the wall. But I guarantee you, Miles Odell got all of that one, just not enough to get it out of the park. That's the deepest, or one of the deeper parts of the field here. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings up Jackson Moran, who's now pitching and has done a good job since coming on in relief. He's a left-handed hitter. Craig's pitch, curveball, high chopper. It'll be up to the shortstop. Backs up, guns it over to first, and I mean got him by a step. That was 1 hit, 1 run, nobody left on base, and at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it's the USJ Bruins 11 and Union City 4. We'll be back on News Talk 101.5 after this. But leading off for the Bruins in the bottom of the 5th will be Cade Salmons, who is 1 for 2, and he had a sacrifice fly back in the 3rd and got an RBI off of that. He has scored. On deck, Logan Antoine, the shortstop, who's 2 for 3. Had a little rough slide, but the left-hander, Jackson Moran, 24 strikes in 48 pitches. And his 49th pitch is on the way to the plate, and that one is high. So 1 ball, no strike on the speedster and Ole Miss signee, Cade Salmons, who is a senior and was part of the senior recognition. 1 ball, no strike pitch on the way, and it is drilled. It's a base hit to right field. He'll run hard, and he's going to challenge the right fielder. Let's see what happens with the slide. He's safe. There is no doubt about it, and we have to give him a double because he never slowed down 1 iota, and if you don't get to the ball quick enough, this young man, this is the 2nd time in 2 games that he has stretched what should have been a single into a double. And Pete Rose, known as Charlie Hustle, couldn't have done any better. Logan Antwine 1 for 2, scored 2 runs. Hopefully that rough slide didn't injure his leg or anything. And now we've got a timeout. The umpire checks with the catcher. And everybody's healthy. And with a runner at second, no outs. Logan Antwine, the left-handed hitting shortstop in there. Moran checks the runner at second. Lifts that leg, comes to the plate, and throws the big deuce. That's the big overhanded curveball. And I think the catcher and pitcher are going to talk about that. May have gotten crossed up with each other. Either that or he's got the signals. You know, the signals change when there's a runner at second base. And so we've got that runner at second, which is Cade Salmons, who Dan Reeves just did it again, stretched what should have been a single into a double.
He's something else.
Oh, he was running like the Flash.
Cade Salmons, very aggressive on those base paths. 11-4 USJ, bottom of the 5th inning. Salmons down at second base. Antwine with a count of 0-1. Lefty on lefty. Moran still on the mound for Union City. The 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second base. Nice backhanded play over to first. Out number 1. Salmons moves over to third on the throw. Nice play by Searcy at second base. And now for the Bruins. Hitting out that 3-0 is Cole Salmons.
And Dan, he's 2 for 2, and he also had that screaming line drive right at the left fielder. So 2 for 3 on the night, I should say, and 2 runs scored.
He did may have hit that the hardest of all. Curveball in the dirt. Nice play by the catcher. Keeps Salmons at third base. Austin Atwell has been working hard behind the plate tonight for the Tornadoes.
Very good, solid catcher there.
USA looking for their 20th win of the year. Union City's 20-6. Wow. Called strike 2. That ball was way outside.
But you know what? The framing by the catcher helped get that one. I got to give the catcher credit for that.
Oh, no doubt. He pulled it back in to frame it. That ball was way outside. Upstairs, ball 2.
Well, Cade Salmons had a big lead. He was past the cutout down there at third base. And we're not talking about the one in the field, the foul territory.
Well, Salmons he's aggressive, isn't he?
Yes, fearless.
2-1 pitch, curve, fly ball, left field. This could be trouble. It gets down for a base hit. That's going to get a run home. Here's Cole Salmons rounding first. He cruises into second, stretching what should have been a single into a double, just like his brother. And Cole knocks home his brother Cade. The Salmons brothers right again. And the Bruins take a 12-5 lead. Here's Taylor Howell with 1 out. And Cole Salmons standing at second base. The Bruins have scored in every inning. 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and so far 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. On 11 hits. Curveball hit him. Oh boy, so didn't do any damage, but how frustrated. He wanted to hit. He had a home run last at bat. He wanted another shot at it.
Well, let me tell you what he might have wanted a shot at. He has a double, a single, and a home run. All he needed was a triple to hit for the cycle.
Yep. Now it's Tucker Smith. Of course, that triple always, that's the toughest one of that cycle to get.
You're right, Dan.
First pitch to Smith, way outside. Just a bit outside. Ball 1.
Tucker Smith 1 for 2 tonight. Scored a run back in the first. Okay, very capable hitter. Infield's at double play depth, and that's what they're looking for with 1 out.
Welcome to those of you watching the game at WNWS.com. Inside ball 2. You can watch the game. Paul Schulze, Lawson Mann, Michael Osborne, WNWS.com. I say very confidently the best telecast in high school baseball in the country. Make that the world. 3-0. Very talented.
I know our camera crew is the best.
Maybe,
They get major league shots. And I tell you what, we're being listened to back in Mount Pleasant, and it's not my wife listening.
3-0. Strike one call. Take it all the way. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Coach Joe Holloway, a Hall of Fame coach. Cameron Greer, who was a great high school baseball player, producing and directing. Double steal, there they go. Bounce to third, into left field for a base hit. That's going to get Salmons home. And stopping at third base is Taylor Howell, and cruising into second base is Tucker Smith, and the Bruins take a 12-4 lead. And with runners on second and third, a base hit here would end this game. 13-4 Bruins. Or is it 12? I think.
I believe, Dan, it is. Let's count them up here.
No, it's 13. That's the second run of the inning to score.
Yeah.
They're going to issue Jacob Atkins an automatic pass.
And that's a wise decision.
It is. And so the freshman, Nick Stamper, can end this ball game. The Union City got to play at the shortstop and second base. We got to play double play depth. They play it on the grass at first and third. Stamper digs in. First pitch on its way. Lined into right field, a base hit. And that's the old ball game. As touching home plate is Taylor Howell. And Nick Stamper didn't waste any time. He lined a base hit into right field. The freshman getting better and better. And the Bruins have run-ruled Union City. The first time it's happened to them this season. 14-4, the Bruins win it.